We have the red Goblin player RWK at the top side against the blue Goblin player Ghost from UK at the bottom side. Now, we need to mention that RWK was normally a Goblin one-trick player. I mean, not really one-trick because RWK always plays random and plays whatever faction he gets, but Goblin faction was at some time his most favorite faction in Rise of the Witch King and also in BFME 2. With that being said, RWK has definitely lots of experience by playing the Goblin faction, and I don't know about Ghost. Ghost is an expert player from back in the day when the game was much more active, but since then the game developed itself, right? The game improved a lot, people improved a lot, new strategies got invented. So it's not as it was now 10 years ago, right? And that's gonna be like a situation between old expert versus new expert, even though RWK doesn't have the expert status in this game, but he's definitely an expert player. He's one of the best 1v1 players in the game, hands down, right? So he knows what's up, and for that reason, OG expert versus new generation expert. RWK is also 16 years old, but the problem is RWK is 16 since 5 years. His age is never changing, you know what I'm saying? When I first met him, he's like, I'm 16 years old. When you ask him now, he will still tell you that he is 16. So he's like Benjamin Button or something, you know, he's never aging or aging backwards. 3 tunnels into the Goblin Cave, into the second Goblin Cave coming up. On the other side, we see 2-3 tunnels, and the same build order also happening from RWK at the top side. Haven't played in a while. What patch are they playing on? We are on the patch 2.02, and that's the community patch. The version is 8.5, which was released a couple of months ago. It's a pretty new version of the patch 2.02, which also gives you the chance to, for example, play the game without the need of a CD. When you play on the patch 2.01, you have to get a CD, and 2.02 is like the, you know, the most used patch by far. Why mirror? Dude, it's a Goblin mirror. Goblin mirrors are fine. Okay, so goblins against goblins. What are you gonna, I mean, what is the best thing to use, guys? Maybe you guys know. And TTC with the primers, my OG, not OG, it's a new, my new League of Legends duo partner. Thank you, TTC, for 4 months already, man. Appreciate it.
TTC BFME just resubscribed for 4 months. Ahoy.
Thank you for the huge support. And by the way, in this case, also thank you for supporting the Safety Children, TTC. As you can see at the bottom right side of your screen, my friend, we are actually trying to collect a little bit amount of money for the charity organization Safety Children, and we have in total 580 from the donations, and everything what happens since the beginning of this tournament until the end in terms of subs, gifts to the channel, will also be donated at the end of this month to the charity from me. So we hopefully will be able to make a little bit impact in the world and be the change we want to see in others. So creeping action is going on from Ghost. He was able to creep this no problemo, got also the money. We have a feature now into the level 2 for the cave trolls. Cave trolls, I believe, are the most useful units in this matchup. We have cave troll against 4 goblin caves though. And remember, the poison arrows from the goblin archers can actually be quite painful. Okay, in the meantime, a swarm of goblins is incoming, boys. Warchant has been used on them. You can see RWK splitting them in every single location. He will be now pressuring this tunnel here in the front, which is now 0 protection as we are talking. And he might also pressure this one right off the bat. In the meantime, he's fighting this favorable fight. It's a 2v1 situation. RWK should be able to win this. That's a very important tunnel. If Ghost is gonna lose this, it's gonna hurt him. But during all this time, he's also going for the attack. As you can see, RWK has 4 goblin warriors inside the tunnel, which now will be released to defend this tunnel against Ghost Goblin. And looks like he will be barely able to save this for now, but there is another goblin battalion just clumping extremely nicely. In the meantime, this tunnel has been taken down. This is going down next, and that's 2 tunnels minus for Ghost from UK. He's dropping down now to 350 while RWK is up at 500. Even though I need to say that command points really don't matter that much. And by the way, somebody else donated. I didn't see that. Thank you for, I think somebody donated right now for the charity. I didn't see who they, by the way, I didn't pay attention. Thank you very much, because it was 580. Now we are up to $600 in total. Thank you. You did? Oh, thank you very much, TTC. Appreciate it. We have now $600 flat, guys. Thank you, TTC. Really means a lot. Thank you. And make sure of X is in the chat. Make sure of X welcome. The tunnel is going to be eventually taken down slowly but surely. But the thing is, cave throws are going to actually be a huge impact in this matchup. There is no feature yet for Ave. So the question is quality or over quantity, or is it quantity over quality? Oh, the builder is getting slapped though. Oh, the builder. That's painful. Losing a builder in this matchup against goblins as goblins is quite painful. And what I wanted to say is like, command points really don't matter that much in this matchup. And the reason why this is a thing is because goblins, they got the chance to build for 200 resources only those burrow expansions. And every single one of these is increasing your command points by additionally 75. So with that being said, if you can get, for example, scavenger unlock from your spellbook for 10 power points, and you can kill a lot of goblins, make sure that you get a lot of money for killing enemy units, you can keep your command points high only with these expansions. And keep in mind that goblin expansions around the fortress, that also includes those battle towers, are building up the fastest. So I believe they have like 10 seconds build time. They build up in a second, you know. And also same goes to the burrow expansions. The tunnel is going to be under focus, but so far as you can see and tell, the spam from Ave seems to be working out extremely well. He is being definitely ahead. He keeps pressuring all the time. We have seen the similar situation also between Rick against Mrs. Mock earlier today, and the spam is kind of crazy. Is Redmin a new thing, or was it now discovered? Because I've seen some conversation. Yeah, I think, I don't know if it's a new thing though, Super Benjo, but I think it's discovered recently. Paulana96, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Welcome, hope you're gonna enjoy your stay. And thank you so much for $20 donation, Sarumeister, appreciate it. Guys, we are up to $620 already, dude. Thank you for the huge support, Sarumeister. Thanks for supporting the charity, really means a lot. And by the way, we're also gonna make a giveaway. I want to make a giveaway because I know whoever donates to the charity, and I want to make a giveaway, guys, at the end, just to say thank you for helping out. 375 command points versus 625 command points for Avi. So the spam is coming in clutch. And about the Redmin, I think it's discovered recently, Super Banjo, and that it's being used to play a little bit less laggy, apparently. But so many people are into that, right? I mean, Avi uses that all the time, Smokey using that all the time, a lot of other people are using that all the time, and apparently it has to be true, and it has to be less laggy. And the good thing is that playing mods, for example, or playing the games in HD edition is now much easier, because you can start your game from your PC. You don't have to start from Game Ranger, right? You can start just from your PC, a Dane mod, for example. Your opponent or your ally does do the same, and then you can play whatever. You connect once, you can play BFME 1, 2, Rise of the Witch King. Every game you can play what your friend also has. You can play really easily. This isn't me, by the way, this is Etty, really? So he actually changed his name to Ghost, but it's Eternal, really? What? Out of sync problem? Yeah, maybe Super Avenger. But out of sync doesn't get caused by the lag normally. When you have this bug, you can let me know, Super Benjo. You know, maybe you can tell me when this bug really happens. Maybe it's a problem from the patch. You know, maybe we can try to fix it. Lots of pressure. Eternal against smurfing, apparently, because the real Ghost is in the chat. So unlike, maybe Eternal actually smurfing on the Twitch account from Ghost. That also might be the case. Lots of Goblin archers. The Ave is definitely leading. Look at this. That's what I'm talking about. You see how fast they are building up those burrow expansions? That's crazy. And that's gonna now increase the command points a lot. So Ave is going to... Actually, he's down to 650, and he has 3 of these, right? So 75, 150, and 225. So 225, he's actually lower than 500 command points. So he's down to 425 command points. The command points are actually looking pretty identical. But that's the good thing, right? He can now keep his command points even... Oh, he also went for the Untamed Allegiance on the Warg layer. And the thing is, dude, guys, it's very underrated. If you use the Untamed Allegiance on the Warg layer, the speed of the recruit time of the Warg packs is kinda insane. You're saying, bruh, the Warg packs? Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Lots of pressure. We have Goblin Archers upon the field, boys. Goblin Warriors are here. 3 power points collected. 775 command points in the bank for Abe. And Ghost, I mean, the fake Ghost in this case is dropping down to 650 command points. He has the Viper of Dungeon special summon available, but he has 2 cave trolls coming. One of them has been taken down. Viper of Dungeon will be summoned defensively. Viper of Dungeon obviously much more reliable in long terms in compared to Untamed Allegiance, which can only work out in some certain situations and also not only for a limited time. So once those creeps are gone, your Untamed Allegiance is gonna lose its impact a lot. Yes, you can actually use it later on also into on something like a Goblin key, for example, and then get your production speed really a lot higher. But you know, it's obviously not as impactful as having like an additional army you can summon. The summoned army is just too powerful, you know. Small fight here. But you can see he has every single one of these Goblin caves to level 2, which means more tanky, but also 10% faster build speed. If you get them to level 3, which only costs you 200 by the way, every one of them is gonna shoot. So you will have eventually like 4 small towers permanently dealing damage to enemy units nearby. The tunnel is gonna be taken down. Actually, the blue goblins are pushing really a lot. Yes, Abe is up to 850, but don't get fooled by that. He has 4 of these Burrow expansions. So he's getting 300 command points only from these 4 expansions you can see now. We have not seen a single hero in the game either. So we have not seen Azog, we have not seen Gorgil the Goblin King, we have not seen, you know, Shelob, Azog, none of these heroes. The Cave Trolls, oh, boom, one beautiful hit though, one beautiful hit. The perfect timing with the Cave Bats too. The Cave Trolls are actually hitting like a truck. And the blue Goblin is now pushing back. But unlike the mountain trolls from the Mordor faction, those trolls have no sustain and no recovery. That means when they are low, they will stay low. Okay, hey, boys, we have the small fire drakes. They don't deal damage to... What? I love to see them, dude. Those little sneaky rats. Look at them. Troll against 3 small fire drakes. You gotta call the mother, you know what I'm saying? You gotta call the big one to save the small ones. They are so sweet though. How can you be mad at them? You guys know how they are looking like? Do you guys know? Did you guys watch the Game of Thrones? You know, the dragons from Khaleesi, when they were small, they were also like that. You know what I'm saying? They could barely fly. You know, they were breathing fire and would look the same way. So 9 power points collected. The thing about them is they are actually leveling up like crazy. Yes, they are kind of weak against archers, but Goblin's weakness is exactly that. We have no archer power. And once you attack the buildings, look at this. Look at this, boys. If you kill this, you get a lot of experience. Watch this. Boom, you get a half a level, just like that, you know? And you can kill goblins in a single second. But I think they need to be used defensively. Once level 5, they will unlock the Inferno. And unlike the other units, the mini heroes, in this case those fire drakes, they are limited to 3. So you can only have 3 of them at the same time, but they are also able to level up all the way to level 10, right? They are not limited to level 5, unlike the normal units in the game. We have a lot of army around this side, and Blue Goblin is now pushing back successfully. 850 command points now for Abe. He's gonna drop down, after losing this one, 100 command points. He will be dropping down to 750. We have 725 for the Blue Goblin player. He has a lot of money though. He might go for the big Drake, or he might just save for the Dragon Lord Drogoth himself, as he has 3k in the bank. And I believe at this point of the game, there is not much that can the Red Goblin player do against Dragon Lord. Now he's going for Shelob. Shelob is going to be recruited from him. I think Shelob is also a great hero to deal with the Fire Drakes. Talking about the Fire Drakes, I don't see them on the field anymore. The level 3 tunnel has been destroyed though. A lot of Fiesta, they are here, only one of them. Remember, they are so extremely expensive. They cost 1200 each. They used to cost 1500. So they got buffed this patch. They cost a little bit less. They're also dealing a lot of structural damage, but also receiving a lot of structural damage. The level 3 tunnel will be burned, and they might get level 5. If they get level 5 here, Inferno here, Holy guacamole, guys. I'm telling you, Inferno, and you kill every single one of these Goblin Caves in a single second. Just build now. The Worm will be special summon. The Worm is gonna do the same. The Worm is dealing crazy amount of damage too. 2 hits, maybe 3 to take down of this level 2 fissure. I think 3, right? Yeah, you need 3 hits, even with the aggressive stance. In the meantime, we have a Darkness situation, by the way. Darkness has been used from the blue Goblin player. Darkness is a spell that always stacks with War Chant and also Leadership. I believe the main weakness of the Goblin faction generally is that it's so hard to get Leadership unlocked. You need to recruit, God kill the Goblin King and get him to level 4 in order to unlock your Leadership in the first place. If they get to kill this, they might be almost level 5. Avi is microing, he doesn't want to lose them, which is kind of understandable. You don't want to lose these units. It's gone really close to level 5. But there is Shelob, boys, the mother of the spiders, and she's looking to take care of the small fire drakes. They are running for their lives. The fire web, she's actually coming on them, but they are actually fast enough to disengage. I don't think the goblins can catch them, even though they are still slowed down, but I think they should be just fine. In the meantime, I think the red goblin player was able to recover a lot. He's up to 800 command points. The worm didn't do as much damage. What did the worm actually do? What? He had the worm around this side. Did he only kill the fissure? I was expecting him to kill all these 3 goblin caves as well. What happened to the worm? What killed the worm? What is this guy doing? What? Dude, I was not paying attention. I was not paying attention to the worm. I saw the worm taking care of the fissure, but then I cannot tell you guys what exactly happened to the worm summon. What? Very confusing. Shelob is level 1. Shelob is actually also buffed this patch. She has now more arrow dodge rate, so basically she's a bit more tanky against arrows. The fire drakes, they keep doing what they are doing, burning everything in their path. But the Spider Queen is here and saying no, 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 no. But I think she's not fast enough to catch those fire drakes, so Avi should be just able to save them. And keeping them alive is very important. You can recruit even more of them if you want to. And she's actually using the... What is the cooldown of this? Look, minus 33% movement speed and the rate of attack. Rate of attack, I believe, is like an attack speed. So you can lower their attack speed. Weapon of Thunder will be summoned now for the second time from the blue goblin player, on top of the enemy goblin archers. I don't think it was necessary though. I don't think they could have taken down the Shelob. Oh, the Inferno has been used around this side. We have now the second fire drake up on the field, level 3 already. So you can, again, you can have 3 of them at the same time, right? And they are units we don't get the chance to see very often normally. Now we will also get the chance to see mountain giants. For the siege, the fissure is rebuilding itself up with the rubble. The rubble is like a unique thing for the goblin factions. If you kill a building, it will leave a rubble behind. And if you can keep the rubble alive, the building will start rebuilding itself in level 1 though. Even if you are losing a level 3, if it's gonna rebuild from the rubble, it's gonna be only level 1. Spider Queen is kind of damaged though. She's actually below 50% HP mark and she didn't do a lot. Let's be real, I think she was mainly recruited to counter the fire drakes, but how can you counter something that you can't really catch? And the answer is you can't, right? It's not like they are sitting there and fighting you. As long as they keep running away, there is no way of you chasing them. So instead of going for the Shelob, saving a little bit more money and recruiting the Dragon Lord instead would be a better call. And that's a throw situation. That's the 3,000 invested into the garbage, you know what I'm saying? Look at this fire drakes, dude. Look at this fiesta. They are burning everything. Legit, what can goblins do against them? The answer is nothing. Like, they can do that over and over again. They might be actually quite useful in this goblin mirror match. I'm telling you guys. They might be extremely useful. They are actually devastating everything. So Inferno is reloading, slowly but surely. The other fire drake might also get level 5 very soon for the second Inferno. Power point wise, we have now 6 power points collected for Avi. He's up to maximum command points 1000. And his opponent is down to 575. He has 3000 in the bank, but he's still 2000 away from his Dragon Lord. And that's the thing. Everything what you see now would be actually kind of countered by the one single Dragon Lord. The Mountain Giant would be one-shotted. The Fire Drakes would be eaten alive. So the right call and the right path is the key to victory. Mountain Giants are also a bit more immune to the Poison Arrows. The Poison Arrow was just kittling them. Didn't actually hurt them a lot. The siege has begun. The Spider Allies will be now special summoned defensively from the blue. And boom, there's a stomp on the ground to knock them back. And spiders have to be used defensively, which will now delay the 25 a lot. Yes, the fortress is gonna be safe for now. Shield up is taking care of the second mountain giant. But during all this time, the red goblin player, RotWK, is remaining untouched. He is untouched. And he is up to 10 power points. 25 is going to be the game-winning moment in which you can either summon the Balrog, the demon of the ancient world, or you can summon, even better, the dragon. Even the dragon got nerfed this patch, right? The dragon's damage is nerfed, so you don't feel... I mean, dragon was the low-key, the best 25 in the entire game against buildings. You could literally, when you summon dragon here, with one attack, you could kill the fissure and all these with one single strike. You can still do that, but I think you need like a second attack now. The damage got nerfed a little bit. That's a long-range snipe though, with the web on the ground. The troller is still remaining. Why doesn't he use the Untamed Allegiance here? There is no need, just use it. Does he not know that there is an Untamed Allegiance available from him for a long time? Is he gonna use it now? That's the question. Use it. Yes, sir. Now the cave is under his control. And now he will also be able to recruit the cave trolls not for 500, but for 400 only. 13 power points in the bank, 12 power points away from his 25. The fire drakes, their Inferno is almost back up. In about 20 seconds. They might be able to use it once again. We have now cave trolls, mountain giants, literally the creation of monsters is happening. We have fire drakes, mountain giants, trolls, spiders. Like, what is happening? 2 giants. The fortress is already badly damaged, right? It's around 50% HP mark. That means a couple of hits from these 2 giants. GG's gonna be called from the blue goblin player. Eternal, he was smurfing with the name of Ghost, and that's it. The goblin mirror match is over. It was a nice match though. I think if the blue goblin wouldn't go for a shield up and would save a little bit more for the Dragon Lord, this game could look definitely different. Alright, so look at this. You don't see this very often, guys. 3 builders at the beginning of the game. We have Elves versus Mordor. So now you can actually spam resource buildings, do whatever you want, and keep in mind that they have now 2000 at the beginning, right? And looks like the Elven player is actually starting with a hero. So it might be Arwen. I'm expecting Arwen. Let's see if this is gonna be the case. Means they can get the second 25, okay, but the thing is they can start with Arwen. You know, that's gonna be kind of busted, but we shall see. So I'm expecting Arwen very soon, the Elven Queen or hero. Oh, Orc Pits, Slaughterhouse, Barracks. Oh yes sir, Arwen is on the field. And keep in mind that she got nerfed this patch, right? So the flood damage got kinda a dramatic nerf. This used to be kinda busted, I'm telling you. Mustafa was inventing this strategy, getting Arwen to level 5 and using flood over and over again, and after using flood every single time he was suiciding with the Arwen because the revive time from her was lower than the reload time from the flood with level 6. So she could be one-shotting almost Balrog with the flood, almost 100 to 0. She could one-shot level 3 buildings, slaughterhouses, troll cages, Haradrim palaces. Doesn't really matter, everything that the flood was touching was gone. Now the damage got nerfed though, a lot. Just got COVID, really man? I'm sorry to hear that, but how are you feeling? Sometimes you have no symptoms, right? Sometimes the COVID is like literally resting home because you can't go outside. What are you naming him? I don't know yet. I mean, I have ideas, but my wife doesn't like my ideas, so we need to find a middle ground. We have still some time. By the way, she almost died to the Vargs, what the heck? We have Lorian Archers now up on the field, boys. Wait, I was not there. Why are they starting with 2k and 3 builders? It's like a new map with 3 builders. So in order to test it out. That's not a tournament game, by the way, guys. We are waiting for Andy San and Ectelion. They are not around yet, and that's why we have like some show matches going on in the meantime. So Mordor is actually spamming a lot of units. So the 2000 resource beginning from the Mordor faction was actually more into like an economical opening, getting 2 early orc pits up on the field, Haradrim Palace, now a troll cage for the mountain trolls. And keep in mind, the third builder is giving you so much more freedom, and the amount of possibilities you have is something you need to discover first. I believe playing one single game, if the people, they used to do something, and When you play this game for many years with 2 builders, now you have all of a sudden 3 builders. I think you don't know exactly, okay, what am I supposed to do? Where am I gonna go now with the 3rd builder? You will forget about the existence of your 3rd builder very quickly. And that's why you need to adapt and be smart about your choices. Expanding is much easier, obviously, because now you have additional builder. And as you have 2000 in the bank, you have a lot of different possibilities. As for example, Arvinstad is one of them. She's creeping actually. She's gonna level up to almost level 4 after creeping the lair. In the meantime, Elven player is camping, and that's the Elven passive. So around the trees, they are actually camouflaged. That means they are invisible. The enemy is not able to see them. Oh, we have 2 trolls, orcs, and Easterlings. Pick up a tree. Ooh, let's go. You should wait until you feel better, Exa. It's your health, you know. Better wait like a week longer. You won't lose a lot from it, but then you know that everything is fine instead of rushing it. She's level 3. She didn't get the last one on the lair. Oh, be careful! Troll is running it down. Hello, Darkness, my old friend. It was nice to meet you, my friend. Oh, nice, he's down. Elven player is kind of flanking, right? He's like kind of throwing Eternal into like a trap. And look at this. The Lorien are so fast, but not fast enough. The troll is slapping them on the ground now. That's very good. Arwen is still only level 3. She needs to be level 6 for the flat. But the Elven player is more in a defensive formation. He can't really do much about the situation.
Come on, take them out.
Pull together.
What the heck was she doing?
Force them to casing. Approach them.
Actually, the troll is slapping her. What the heck? Napoleon style, yeah? she was trying to mount the troll, you know what I'm saying? Can you imagine like a new unit? The troll riders, you know? Like there is only like a single troll rider unit in the game, and that is Grond. Because Grond is on top of, you know, being kind of weird by the trolls. But imagine like a orc riding on a troll, you know? Would be kind of, or sitting on a troll. Elven player was able to defend himself. There is 1 orc remaining on the field, getting some vision. But the vision you get from a single unit is not a lot. You can see it's like a single, like that's a major difference between BFME 1 and BFME 2 and Rise of the Witch King. In BFME 1 you get a lot more vision control with your units. You are able to see much more. Almost 7 power points in the bank for Mordor. The trolls, they are not bad, but I think they are not the best call against elves, because elves have legit too many ways of countering the enemy mountain trolls. And for that reason, spamming trolls against elves is not the best call. But Mordor is now moving from the top side. And 1 archer cannot stop them. He was also creeping the troll lair. That's gonna give him the chance to recruit those Haradrim spear throwers. And we have Mouth of Sauron, a hero I believe is also very underrated. I like him a lot, actually. I think he's very strong, but one of the reasons why he won't be recruited many times is maybe because there are too many choices for Mordor, and every single choice is a great one. He's also great against enemy cavalry. He's tanky against archers, has like a really strong level 4 the Daubt ability, can change the outcome of the fights, and he's extremely reliable. Oh, we have Halder on the field now. Where is Arvin? Arvin is kind of trying to... Farad, thank you for 9 months, my man. 9 months already, Farad. Appreciate it. Means a lot. Our baby is born, Farad. We're gonna call it Shanks.
_BFME just resubscribed for 9 months. Ahoy.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Ahoy, as she would like to see. Level 3 already. Level 4 is a massive power spike, but so is the level 7. By the way, guys, did you know that this Evil Eye is, for example, even chunking something like a Dragon Lord? Drogoth can be literally blown up by the Evil Eye. I have seen this one time. I don't know if they changed this, but it was like a really long time ago, like a year or 2 years ago. In one of the matchups between Goblins and Mordor, Evil Eye was used on the Dragon Lord, and it was chunking him so incredibly a lot. Haldir is level 2. It was almost as effective as the Dragon Slayer from King Brand. Almost level 4, so Mordor is pushing back. 7 power points in the bank. Haldir is only level 2, and remember the Daupt is also able to nullify enemy leadership bonuses. You have also Gothmog up on the field. Gothmog and Arwen is diving in. There are no Easterlings around. It means Arwen can do whatever she wants to do. Orcs, yes, they have leadership from Gothmog, but they can still not match with the Elven army. Almost level 4, she's getting bullied by the Orcs though. She's actually surrounded. Archers are shooting them down, but I believe killing those heroes in long terms is gonna be like a difficult task for Elven player. And maybe if you see many heroes being recruited from Mordor, maybe what you can do as Elves is actually recruit Thranduil. Thranduil is also very underrated, and I think one of the best tools when it comes to deal with enemy heroes. 750 command points available after the Eye of Sauron and War Chant, so he needs a little bit more power points for the Industry Power Spike. The Daupt has been used, but Arwen, call your husband. Okay, Malphite Sauron is getting away, but there is no hope, and Arwen was able to get the last hit. I can't even talk. So now she's level 5. She needs one more level only for the Flood. I want to see the Flood in action against buildings, but you can also use it against you know, units, obviously. That's also possible. Nearly 10 power points collected. It's going to be a good power spike for Mordor. 800 against 725, so it's pretty equal. You have the Mist available for the next big fight. Mist is working the same way like a Daupt works, but also granting you like a camouflage and invisibility for your units. The Malone tree is going to be taken down. We have now the Lord of the Rings and the 2 tower situation. 3 towers actually, 1, 2, 3 towers surrounding this slaughterhouse, blocking this pathway. And Elven faction, and I believe Eternal knows that, their main weakness is the siege damage. So when it comes to take down buildings and structures, that's the time for the Elves to struggle a lot. The Ents are not the best siege weapons in the game. There are, you know, for example, if Mordor recruits catapults, the Ents can't do much. They are extremely vulnerable against fire damage, and one catapult can chunk them a lot. The Well is coming up for a sustain. 550 command points only versus 800. He has Industry, he has a level 2 Siege Works. Level 3 gives you the chance to recruit the Black Riders, but in BFME 2, for example, from a level 3 Siege Works, Mordor gets the chance to invest 10,000, if I'm not mistaken, and recruit the Grant on the patch 1.9. The Ent mode is coming up, and that's very needed. Look at the situation, right? What is happening actually? What is Eternal doing? He's spamming towers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 towers in total. He really doesn't like Ave to move to this area from the bottom side. He's blocking that, and you can do the same also here. You can build legit here 5 towers too and block this and this pathway. You know, then you can focus in the middle, because then you know, okay, my opponent has no chance of entering my side from anywhere else but from the middle. You know what I'm saying? He's doing the brutal AI strategy. Yeah, maybe. Dude, Gothmog is only level 3. Level 5 actually pretty big, massive power spike for the Mordor hero. Against Elven faction, it's very impactful. Against Golden Arrow, against Cloudbreak, it's very important to get the fear resistance from this hero. From Freddy Krueger, look at Space Boys, he's burnt out. Ent mood into the Ents or 3-beard eventually, but it looks like the Elven player has not that much money. He has only level 1 barracks and not even Mirkwoods anytime soon. He is kinda broke. And I believe that's also one of the main weaknesses from the Elven faction. Elven faction, from all the other 7 factions or 6 factions in the game, is the worst in terms of eco. So you have no pillage, you have nothing to make your Malone trees generate more resources either. So losing units for Elves is much more painful than losing units or heroes for other factions.
We must unite or we will fall.
Oh, we have now Elrond, the Agent Smith. The name of the sun from... somebody was saying in the chat, my friend named his son Elrond. Now the sun is here. The mist is going to be used in the middle of the map at the river. The catapults are on the field, the catapults for the siege, and you know, oh, the builder, that's the second builder he's losing now in the last 10 seconds. That's pretty painful. Mordor is trying to push from the other side, but he has to replace the builders he lost. And in the meantime, Eternal keeps building up more and more battle towers. Look at that. He needs to get more builders. They cost 400 each for Mordor. Elrond That's the thing is about this situation. The Elven army, the Elven heroes have a lot of sustain. Like they have multiple Atelas, right? This guy can use Atelas with level 3. You know, his daughter can use it. And then you can use the restoration with level 5 and use Atelas again and again and again and again. Not even mentioning the heal from the spellbook, right? So long story short, if you get some levels on your on your Elven hero units, you can actually make them literally immortals. You can keep healing them up all the time. Oh my goodness, he's slow though. Oh, but there we come. You see, that's what I'm talking about. Kotimax, slow Wakai, my friend. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. We're gonna enjoy your stay. 60, but look at this. The shots from catapults are hurting a lot. Elrond is actually trying to get away. He's level 2 only, but level 3 is close. Like level 3 means even more sustain. In the meantime, Arwen is doing her thing. The Flood is on cooldown, wasn't able to one-shot the slaughterhouse, I believe. You can see it was, oh, Arwen is dead. But it's okay, because reviving her is better than actually waiting waiting for the Flood to be ready again. The ring is under control from the Elven player. Malone 3 is gonna be found and also taken down. 12 power points collected after the heal, Riding Call in the mist. The 15 is gonna lead the Elven army to the Eagle special summon. And the Eagles, at this point of the game, are going to be incredibly impactful as there is not much. Oh my goodness. You don't want to feed this dude though, because level 7 is a massive power spike. Oh, level 3 now. Can you take it down? I think you can. Look, too many catapults shooting. Lorien Archer standing by. Boom, level 3 has now Atiras. I need your help. Oh, what is Mouth of Sauron? Oh, Elrond died with Atilas available. Gothmog. Oof, yeah, oof you want, my friend. That's a big throw, losing Elrond. He's so expensive too. 18, now he's gonna call the Eagles. But the thing is, I think there are too many buildings shooting now. Level 3 Slaughterhouse, right? Level 3 Haradrim Palace. Like every single one of these structures is shooting. Fortress, level 3 Slaughterhouse here. Oh, he's gonna try to kill the Black Riders. Hold down stands, very smart move here from the Mordor player, trying to reduce the incoming damage as much as he can. I think what you need to do instead, yeah, now you damage them. I think it's okay, you don't need to kill them. Just damage them like you did, and now take down the level 3 Slaughterhouse. I think that's more important, but he does it anyway. The build has been taken down the second he enters the battlefield. He will be able to take down the level, you know, the level 1 Black Riders, but keep in mind they cost 2,000, so losing them is actually painful, and the Eagles are generating more and more power points now for the Elven player. He's up to 8 power points already after summoning them, and if the level 3 Slaughterhouse is going to be taken down, that's going to be a huge oof for the Mordor player, and he will be dropping down to 400 command points only. And yes sir, that's going to be the case, as Hylian is doing the job, and Elven player is able to manage to take down a lot of valuable buildings and structures. There is only one. Can you imagine this Black Rider killing Haldir? I would love to see that.
Purge our lands.
Quickly now.
Oh, heal is a little bit too late. And dude, did you guys see that? The one and only Black Rider actually dealing so much damage to Haldir. Holy moly. The Worm summon now will be used though, offensively. The Worm. And the level 3 Malone 3 is gonna be burnt. 2 hits is all it takes. That is level 2, this is level 1, and this is level 1. So taking down this one is very important. The problem is that this Black Rider will never be able to recover, right? You cannot buy banner on them, that's not possible. And if they are not level 2, they cannot recover over time. They are not working like a hero. That's pretty unfortunate though. I mean, I want to see this. Flat. Let's see. Level 2, level 3. Want to see this? Oh, the nerf is actually so much, dude. Dude, they nerfed this a lot. What the heck? This used to one-shot that, and now it's barely dealing a quarter damage. Dude, this nerf to Arwen's Flood. I was expecting a nerf, but not like crushing her extremely hard. What? I mean, you need literally 4 or 5 Floods now to take it down. The Eagles from the fortress now, and yeah, at this point of the game, the Mordor has a lot of problems to deal with flying heroes. And Eagle is one of them. You cannot deal with that. You have no Haradrim archers up on the field. And they are expensive too. They cost 500 each. Smoke! It's Rabby, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Welcome, we're gonna enjoy your stay. Damage also a bit random from that, really? Okay. I mean, that's like a... Oh, can you also heal Atelas, the eagle? Because the eagle had the animation on it. As Arvin was using flat, I didn't know that. Oh, please get level 7 already, dude. I want to see the evil eye against the eagle. I think the evil eye can legit one-shot the eagle. Radrims, shoot. Come together. Oh, the eagle is gone. The eagle is gone. There is no way he can survive that. He's gone. You see the Haradrims are chunking, dude. Nice one. And the barbed arrow shot can also be used to extend the range. We have 650 command points for Mordor, and we have in total 1000 command points for Elves. He's up to 14 power points after the eagle summon. Elrond is back on the menu, boys. He's almost level 4. Level 5 unlocks the restoration. And Haldir is level almost 7. Level 8 unlocks the golden arrow. And yeah, it's pretty much perma-stun with the golden arrow. You can use golden arrow, use restoration, and you can use golden arrow again. I think Golem do more damage. Maybe, yes, maybe. Alright. Okay, level 7. I want to see the evil eye. I want to keep an eye now on this dude. I want to see the evil eye. I believe evil eye is like a reverse version of the Easter Light from Gandalf. It damages them, but it doesn't stun them. I mean, the Easter Light from Gandalf in Rise of the Witch King is also like a stun. It's not very powerful single target, but it's stunning, like the golden arrow. I mean, I believe the Easter Light is very similar to the golden arrow from Haldir, you know what I'm saying? It's like a splash, stunning, dealing damage, pretty much the same. Look at this. Would you look at that? 5 towers to protect the level 3 slaughterhouse with industry. 86 you get from it. 950 command points. We have now Treebeard, the leader of the Fangon Forest. Arvin is doing her thing. Flood is slowly but surely recharging over time. 10 power points collected. Malone trees, they are defenseless. They will be eventually taken down, and Mordor is still in the game. 11 power points now, but we have 17 for Elves. So 25 is really close. And 25 is a game-winning moment. Look at this layout. Like one flood here can deal so much damage. Like you use floods here. I think the best situation would be using floods here or from here to this area. Then you can kill eventually the Orc Pit, the Haradrim Palace, and the Siege Forks at the same time. Oh my goodness, but the Siege though, Treebeard is like, I can not carry you, but I can carry it for you or whatever. And yeah, you can shoot from the range outside of these towers, you know? And level 3, that's gonna hurt a lot. That's not only a level 3 resource building, but it's also a resource building with industry. Oh my goodness, nice shot. Does this actually hurt Treebeard? That's what I want to know. The barbed arrow shot. 20 power points collected. Towers are getting 2-shotted. But the catapult is coming now. The catapult, if he can land a shot on Treebeard, it will hurt. But he's shooting Elrond instead. And Elrond doesn't take too much damage from it. Eye will be used. Barbed arrow shot maybe? But remember, Elrond has heal, right? He has heal, he has restoration. Tinted Land for the double buff. Tinted Land is a buff and Eye is leadership. Use golden arrow, use the barbed arrow shot. Oh, barbed arrow shot! Atelas. And he's fine, just like that. Catapult, but Treebeard is paying attention, he will get in safety. Arvin in the meantime is returning. He has, or she has the flat back up. 23 power points collected. The eagle is coming from downtown, trampling down or knocking down those orcs on the ground. There is Mouth of Sauron, I want to see that. Oh, he has even Noldor warriors upon the field. That is Mouth of Sauron. I didn't see the evil eye, my bad. But what can you do against flat though? You can, and that's the problem, you know. Elven faction with the Noldor warriors, with Silverton arrows, you can even kill the Balrog. You know what I'm saying? You can even kill the Balrog. Like there are so many ways for Elven faction to deal with 25 power points like the Balrog or the Summoned Dragon, you know what I'm saying? Treebeard lost his beard. Yeah, Treebeard is no more, I guess. The towers are still remaining on the field. Treebeard is still alive. And he has his tree, right? Yeah. He's sexy though, look at him, boys. He's so slow. That's what I don't like about the Ents. They are so incredibly slow, which doesn't make too much sense, because one step from an Ent should be as big as like 10 steps from the normal units. You know what I'm saying? They are huge. And flat is available, ladies and gentlemen. Flat is available, double flat. Flat, small flat, and big flat. Big flat is happening first. Oh, big chunk. Now the small flat is gonna happen next. Restoration. And yeah, I mean, restoration was used, and that's the power of the Elven heroes. You have seen this, right? Elrond